Uh, Alright, hey YouTube, Ziro from the Ziro Gaming Network, VGN TV. I'm just gonna be making like a Barrows guide right now, so I'm gonna start off with preparation, what you should bring, what items you should bring, what you should wear. First off, I recommend that you use ranging for the majority of Barrows. It's a lot easier and you can safe spot. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but you can safe spot on for the Six Brothers, so I do recommend ranging. I do utilize like all of the weapon triangle. I melee on Carol, and I mage on Barrax, and then I range on everybody else pretty much. Here's my setup. I wear black beehead armor, my obby cape, glory for the bonuses. I have the dragon skim, which dragon skim came out last night, I believe, and haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna test it out. I usually use a DD spec on it just helps out. I think I've got nice strength, about 80 strength, so the DD spec can usually hit about 25 at least, and that's a nice hit. Also, you're gonna need lots of food. It's Barrows. If you've never done Barrows, you're gonna need prey pots because so you can use your protection prayers, because even though you can safe spot the brothers, you can't safe spot Carol, can't safe spot Aram, so you're gonna need prey pots to protect from magic and range, and melee a little bit. So you do need to bring prey pots. I bring 4. They're 4 prey pots. They don't have 3 doses. I have 4. If you don't know how to use that, you just use one pot on the other, and it'll fill it up all the way. So you're gonna need a spade. That's just to dig into the cave. Pretty much you have to dig down into these little tunnel things. My mage bow. I use magic on the Verax, like I said, to get all my runes. I got teleport runes so I can get the fuck out of there. And I usually use steel arrows for the majority of the time, but when I spec with the mage bow, I use myth arrows just for a higher hit and higher accuracy. So that's just preparation. Now I'll show you how to get there. Alright, so now we're to the east of Varrock, and you come to this fork in the road. You're gonna go north, because the actual entrance to the area is about northeast of Varrock. If you've ever been to Canifis, it's the same entrance. You're gonna go through Canifis actually to get to Barrows. So you just go up this way. There's a little gate up here that you're gonna go through, and then you're gonna continue going east until you find a temple. And oh, we got a yes sir. See, this guy's coming to Barrows too. So you're gonna go this way, and then there's a temple. I'll pause and I'll resume when I get to the temple. Okay, so now we're to this temple. It's just keep going northeast of Varrock. There's a path. Then you're gonna go north, and up here is a ladder you can go down, trapdoor. I don't remember what quest this is from, but I think it's a pretty decent sized members quest that you need to complete. You come down into these catacombs, and then you're just gonna go through the catacombs. It's really self-explanatory. I'll go through the catacombs and come out the exit. There's a dead spot up here, so you're probably gonna think you're lagging or something, but it actually is just a dead spot. Do I need to explain? Yeah, okay, fine. A dead spot is a spot in 2006Scape where you move to, and you glitch and you don't move anymore, because it's just, it's like right here. You come to a dead spot, and you will stop moving. Oh, I patched it. Okay. So you get out of here, and then you're gonna continue going east, and I'll resume there. Okay, so now we're out of the catacombs. You're gonna continue walking east, and then you come to a fork in the road. You're gonna take the southern fork, and then it's gonna lead to Canifis, which, if you guys don't know, Canifis is the werewolf city. So generally you'd have to look out for werewolf people, but you don't now because there's no NPCs in Canifis. I've visited probably 15 times because I want red boots, but there are no NPCs, so no red boots for Ziro, and no werewolves for noobs to fight. God, this town is so fucking ghetto. This area is essentially like New Orleans, if you think about it. Canifis, the whole swamp is. That's what this area really is a swamp. I take the northeast exit of Canifis. Most people don't go through Canifis. Apparently there's a shorter route, but I haven't even bothered to look around because it'd probably take me 15 minutes to find it, because I have autism, apparently, and Downs and Asperger's and any other fucking disorder that people I don't know. Anyway, so you're gonna go through this, and you're gonna go south, and what was I talking? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a swamp. You're gonna go south. I can't really vivid the whole time I'm in the swamp. The swamp is like a maze, and you're gonna have to figure it out yourself because, I mean, I've done it. I've gone on probably 15 Barrows trips now, I think. And so it's really, I don't even know how to get through it specifically every time. It's I don't know, it's like the goddamn changing staircases in Hogwarts or whatever. So just keep going through the swamp. You're gonna have to figure it out yourself, and I'll resume at the end of the swamp when the scenery changes a little bit. Scrotum. Alright, so you get to the southwestern corner of the swamp pretty much, and then you come to this little bridge, and there's a dirt road made by some farmers in Iowa a couple thousand years ago in the Dark Ages. So you're gonna follow this little winding road, the long and winding road here, and you're gonna follow it. It's actually really easy. You can just really click, I can see click all the way up there, and it'll walk the whole way for me. Which you usually can't do that, but it does. So you're just gonna go on this path, and you're gonna exit to the on the east side of it, and then you're gonna enter. I don't remember what town it is actually, but you're gonna enter this little town and continue going east, and you'll walk across another bridge, and then you'll be at Barrows. So I'll resume there. Yeah, so at this point we've actually gone through the maze. We are now entering Compton, so you're going to go through Compton, you're going to say what's up to Ice Cube, and you're just going to continue going east. You end up going northeast kind of to get to Barrows as you get through this city. This is really the point when you're almost done with Barrows, or you're almost done getting to Barrows, so give yourself a little pat on the back. You've done it, you've completed it, I'm proud of you, and keep up the good work. Also, I don't know if I said it earlier, Barrows is not a safe activity, so you are only going to keep 3 items, 4 if you protect level 25 prayer. I don't recommend bringing your welfare gear though. This is one of those, most people here are more experienced players, so they're not gonna really steal your things if you die. I've died here twice so far, and pretty nice players. They've returned my items to me. They've even cut out in their trips to return my items to me because I was wearing my black tea hide, and black tea hide isn't necessarily expensive as it is hard to come by, so nice on their part, but I don't know, it's really up to you. If you want to wear your welfare gear, you probably won't get as many runs done per trip, but it's a risk. So as you can see, we're entering Barrows right now. I do the brothers in right here in the middle, right here. This is Aram. This is Aram's mound. I usually do Aram first. There's really no reason I do them first. You have to use prayer on him, so I guess maybe that's why I don't want to run out of prayer. We'll fight him because he can hit pretty high. I believe he can hit 20s, maybe 19. I don't know. He hits pretty high with magic. So yeah, we'll just enter. To enter the mounds, you use the spade. Go down, and to fight him, what you do is you just click on his tomb and he'll pop right out. So I'm gonna use my protect prayer. Put my DD, going for my DD spec really quick. Protect from magic, and click in the sarcophagus. And he comes out and he tries to fight you, and you can just completely destroy him. He has really low mage defense. I don't know about his melee defense, but I do believe it's higher than his mage, or his range, not mage. He's got very high. Wait, no. He's very low range defense. So I usually use ranging on him, and you'll see he gets hit pretty easily with ranging. Change it to advance on rapid mode. Yeah, see, I'm gonna hit him almost every time, even though I only have 73 ranging, which isn't that high because people are really addicted to ranging. I hate ranging though. Ranging is asshole. Also, you can use you can flash prayer. I'm really terrible at it, but what you do is, it's not when he brings up his mage, it's right before it hits you, is when you're going to turn on your protect prayer. It's not like normal RuneScape. See, right as soon as he launches it is when I flash my prayer, which I know it doesn't reduce my prayer that much, but it does help out quite a bit. So there, he's dead, and now I'll resume, and I'll pause and resume on the next brother. Alright, so here I am, I'm at Torag. He's in the southwest corner. Rambo is cool. He's in the southwest corner. Before we go in, he has the highest melee defense, I believe, of all the brothers, so if you're planning on using melee, you might want to use a pot, or you might want to increase your attack with prey. I don't know, it's up to you. So I'll show you some little tricks on fighting the melee brothers. What you're going to do is you're going to use your protect from melee prayer, open the sarcophagus, and then quickly run out. Most people know this already, but not everybody does. So you run out of there, turn off your prayer, walk back in. Oh, sometimes this happens a glitch where it doesn't turn off. Re-enter the tomb, and then they won't be aggressive towards you. So you can go find a safe spot, and then you can attack them from there. Which, like I said, most people know about this, but this is kind of like more of a newcomer guide. And I guess if you aren't a newcomer, but you just didn't know. And see, I'm a dumbass, so I can't ever fucking safe spot properly. So I'm just gonna kill Torag, and then yeah, I'm gonna kill Torag. You can safe spot across the tombs, what I was saying. Also, you can use the other Torags. Like, I could stand right there where that arrow is, and he would walk right there, and you can hide behind other NPCs, but you cannot hide behind player characters. So I'll pause here, and then I'll resume on the next brother. Okay, so I fight Verak next. He's in the northwest corner. What I use, I said this earlier, what I use on Verak is I use magic on Verak, so easy to protect from melee prayer. Walk out, and then he won't be aggressive. Turn off your prayer, go back in. Go, go, go. Put my staff. I don't have any open spots right now, so because my black tea hide is decreasing my magic, I have a +1 magic right now. So it's being decreased by the black tea hide, but that's okay. Because I do believe it's still more accurate for me than ranging. That might be just me, but oh, god damn it. I'm bad. Anyway. Hold on, let me select my attack style, choose Water Blast, and attack Verak the Defiled. You can hit pretty high with magic. I have 71 magic, I believe, and my max hit with this is about a 14 or 15, I think, of hit. So not too high, but it's pretty accurate. It works for me. It works a lot better than ranging. He has really high range defense for some reason, which I did not know that. Yeah, and the safe spot works pretty well because he can hit through your defense and your prayer, and that's his ability. And I'm going to pause here and resume on the next brother. Alright, now I'm on Darok. Darok is one of the most dangerous brothers if you don't safe spot, because when he's at low health, he can hit like 70s. I've seen people in here die. I saw one guy die from a 68. So you have to safe spot him, or you're really risking it, because his hits are really slow, but they're very unexpected. He's got very decent accuracy, so I do recommend safe spotting on him if you weren't planning on it already. So I'm going to use the typical technique. I'm going to pop him out of his sarcophagus or run up the stairs like a little bitch, and then I'm going to turn my prayer off, go back in. He has extremely low range defense, so I can hit him. You'll see I can hit him almost every single round with an arrow, even steel arrows, really. Yeah, as you can see, I really don't miss ever, so I recommend using range on him. I don't know about his mage defense. I haven't tried it because range just works so perfectly for me. And so yeah, he's actually, if he isn't your boss, you'll see in a second. Each round of Barrows has more like a boss brother that you have to fight when you go and get loot from the chest, and you can't always safe spot on them. So he's one of the worst to have as your final brother. However, he's very easy otherwise. So I'm gonna pause here and I'll resume on Guthan. Alright, this is Guthan. He's in the southeast corner. So let me turn on my prayer really quick. Open up sarcophagus. There he goes. Guthan is a melee brother. He's the one that heals himself. I haven't really noticed his effect when I'm fighting him. However, I got a funny story for you. I was safe spotting Guthan and he somehow hit me across the tomb. So I don't know if that's a glitch that's happened to multiple people, but it's only happened to me with Guthan. He was in. When it glitched, it looked like he had died. He was crouched down. But however, he hit a 16 on me when I had full health, and it killed me in one hit. So I don't know about that. So I'm gonna go safe spot. I'll pause here, and then I'll resume on Carol, the final brother. Alright, so now I'm on the final brother. This is Carol the Tainted. He's a ranged brother, and if you've played Barrows before, you know that since he's my last one, and I haven't found the tunnel yet, that he's actually going to be the brother that I have to fight in the tunnel. So I'll use my spade and go down there, and I'll show you what happens from here. Alright, so now that he's the final brother, I'm going to click on his sarcophagus. And It asks you if you want to go in the tunnel, or do you want to enter. You click yes, you want to enter, because if you click no, then you are a pussy and you've just wasted about 30 minutes of your time getting the Barrows and fighting the brothers. So yeah, you're fearless. You click that, now you enter the treasure room. As you can see, there's about 3 or 4 people in here right now. And when you first come in here, you teleport in here, you glitch. As you can see, I'm right there in the center near my cursor. You shrink down to a small size, your brother's not in here. To undo this, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the chest a couple times. I click about as many times as I can until he pops up. And there he is. So as you can see, he's appeared now. And you can't safe spot in here unless you fight. You can, as you can see, they're safe spotting on each other. I'm going to use my protection prayer because Carol can hit successive 20s because he's boss. So yes. I'm going to equip my DD. This is why I fight Carol last every round, so that I can have full spec after I use my DD spec on Aram. Because he's got surprisingly low melee defense, not the lowest, but quite low. So I think the DD spec really works great on him. I'm out of spec, so I'm going to equip my D-Skim and we'll see how this works. I'm sorry that you can't actually see which Carol I'm fighting because there's so many people, but since I can't safe spot him, he won't move. After you defeat your brother, I don't know. That was my Carol. Okay, so Carol's dead. Turn off your prayer. You don't want to waste too much. So after you defeat your brother, you can click on the chest and let's see what loot I get. Alright. 25 bolt rags. I'm good with that. That's 25k. I spent about 600 GP on this trip so far. I haven't used a pod at all, so I'm happy with my 25 bolt racks. Let's hope I get a piece of armor. Let's hope you guys get a piece of armor. This has been Ziro from ZGN TV. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and fuck you, Joey Smaller.